Talking about investments is almost a routine around here, but today I want to go further. Because before you start investing, there's something even more important: understanding what financial stage you are in. Reading the comments, I notice how different the realities are. Some are already celebrating their first $100,000 invested, while others are still struggling to make their salary last until the end of the month. And that's okay, because every stage has its own path, and the key is to act with strategy, not with haste. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to organize your money intelligently according to your income, from those earning around $2,500 to those already surpassing $12,000. You'll discover how to plan, save, and truly invest using a realistic method with your feet on the ground, one that works at any stage of your financial life. Strategy for those earning up to $2,500 per month. That's the reality for most people. When money is tight, every cent needs a purpose. The rule is simple: total control and conscious decisions. With a tight budget, the first strategy is to increase your income. No one becomes wealthy by saving alone. With $2,500 a month, it's nearly impossible to build stability without finding new sources of income. The cost of living rises all the time, and in many cities, $2,500 barely covers rent. That's why the focus shouldn't just be on cutting expenses, but on increasing your earning potential. You can start small: side jobs, freelancing, offering a service, or investing in learning. The sooner you acquire new skills, the faster you'll see results in your pocket. Increasing income means gaining freedom of choice and escaping survival mode. Before you stop buying your daily coffee, think about how to make your time worth more. Those who don't seek growth end up falling behind, devoured by inflation and stagnation. Second strategy: value your time. A week has 168 hours. Even working and sleeping, there are over 40 free hours left. And that's where many people get lost, spending hours on social media. If you earn little and waste your time, it's not bad luck, it's poor management of your hours. 3 hours a day doing simple work at $20 per hour already means more than $800 extra per month. Time is the only resource that never comes back. Use part of it to learn something useful and change your reality. The difference between those who thrive and those who stagnate lies exactly there. Third strategy: adopt a simple lifestyle. Living simply doesn't mean being cheap. It means being strategic. The goal now is resilience, not comfort. Create a margin in your budget and make smart choices. Don't buy an expensive cell phone. Prefer public transport or a bicycle. Dress simply and avoid eating out. And most importantly, don't buy a car. A car is a financial hole disguised as an achievement. As long as income is low, your lifestyle should remain simple. Spend less than you earn and use the difference to build something rare: financial peace of mind. Fourth strategy: avoid installments and financing. This may be the most important rule of all. Don't get into long-term debt. If you earn between $2,000 and $3,000, there's no room for monthly payments that last for months or years. A cell phone in 12 installments, a car in 60 payments, all of that seems affordable, but is a trap. Each installment is a chain tying you to your job and the bank. And when something unexpected happens, another loan appears. The cycle of debt is born with interest upon interest. The truth is simple: those who finance a car rarely truly own it. By the time you finish paying it off, the vehicle has already lost value, and the cycle begins again. Result: a lifetime of working without ever reaching freedom. That's why the rule is clear: if you can't pay in full, you can't afford it yet. Wait, save, and buy when the money is yours, not the bank's. Fifth strategy: total control of expenses. If you don't know where your money goes, you'll never improve. It's like trying to fill a bucket full of holes. The more that comes in, the more leaks out. So, record everything. It can be in a notebook, a spreadsheet, or an app. Get a real view of your budget and cut what isn't essential. It's not about living poorly, it's about living consciously. Sixth strategy: apply the 90-10 rule. Use 90% of your income for basic expenses and 10% for your emergency fund. This simple habit is what saves you from debt when something unexpected happens. The goal here isn't to get rich quickly. It's to survive wisely and build a solid foundation for growth. Over time, this practice creates a powerful effect. You start to control your money instead of letting it control you. Even if 10% seems small at first, consistency turns small amounts into safety and peace of mind. And when opportunities arise, an investment, a course, or even a career change, you'll be prepared without needing to go into debt. Strategies for those earning between $3,500 and $5,000 per month. With that income, you can already move out of survival mode and aim for stability. First strategy, follow the 80-10-10 rule. Divide your income with purpose. 80% for expenses and controlled leisure. 10% for investments. 10% for your safety fund. That way, you can live better without losing the habit of saving and investing. Second strategy, save automatically. Don't wait to have leftovers. Pay yourself first. Schedule a transfer of 10% as soon as you receive your salary into a safe investment. When the money leaves automatically, your brain adapts and the habit becomes solid. Even $350 a month already builds discipline and reduces the stress of living on the edge. Automating your finances is the shield against the temptation to spend. Third strategy, invest intelligently. With part of your income set aside, it's time to make money work for you. And that starts by investing. Begin with simple and safe options like ETFs or real estate funds. As you gain confidence, explore other types of investments. But remember, never invest in what you don't understand. Study first and act consciously. Fourth strategy, eliminate debts as soon as possible. If you earn between $3,500 and $5,000, any debt weighs on your budget. In that range, there's no room for luxury, investment, and installments at the same time. Every dollar needs a smart purpose, and debts drain your financial energy. When your salary already comes in committed, you lose control and the ability to invest. That's why paying off debt is the top priority. Every payment made is a piece of your freedom regained. Fifth strategy, invest in knowledge. With that income, you've already moved past the survival phase. Now it's time to grow professionally. Invest in courses, specializations, and new skills, even online and free ones. Each new learning increases your value in the market and multiplies your earnings over time. Sixth strategy, create new sources of income. Earning $3,500 covers the basics, but it's not enough to prosper. Prices rise faster than salaries, so it's time to act strategically. Explore new ways to make money. Freelance work, services, sales, or content creation. Try, learn, and adjust until you find what works for you. Strategies for those earning between $6,000 and $10,000. First, follow the 70-20-10 rule. Divide your income like this. 70% for expenses and leisure. 20% for investments. 10% for savings. After saving between 6 and 12 months of expenses, also allocate that 10% toward investing. With consistency, that accelerates growth significantly. To give you an idea, someone who invests 20% of $6,000 reaches the first million in about 20 years. By investing 30%, they reach it in 16. Second, have an accountant. With that income level, taxes already weigh heavily, ignoring that is leaving money on the table. A good accountant helps you pay less within the law, guiding you on how to open a business, file correctly, and deduct health or education expenses. More than saving money, that professionalizes your relationship with money and avoids headaches. Third, expand your emergency fund. With higher income, your fund should also grow, ideally covering between 6 and 12 months of expenses. That way, you can face unexpected events without touching your investments. Fourth, plan big goals. Now it's time to dream big. Your own home, international travel, or early retirement. These goals keep you motivated and disciplined to keep investing. Fifth, avoid lifestyle inflation. When earning more, it's natural to want to spend more, but be careful. First, strengthen your investments and savings. Then, if there's extra, enjoy it consciously. Use the 3 times rule. If you can't buy something 3 times over, you can't afford it yet. This simple mindset protects your long-term financial freedom. Sixth strategy, keep increasing your income. Earning between $6,000 and $10,000 is excellent, but inflation is eroding purchasing power fast. In a few years, that amount could be worth half. That's why you must invest in knowledge and professional growth. Learn new tools, languages, and become indispensable in the market. With that income, it's also time to invest in side projects. It could be renting out equipment, mixers, washers, drills, or reselling products by taking advantage of promotions and digital platforms. The secret is to make money flow and generate new sources of income. Over time, those projects can become a second real income, able to cover part of your expenses, travel, or entertainment. Now we reach the final level. strategies for those earning more than $12,000 per month, a group that represents only 7% of the population. If you're here, congratulations. But remember, everything mentioned before still applies, just on a different scale. Now the focus is to diversify and protect what you've built. First strategy, the 60-30-10 rule. 60% for expenses and leisure, 30% for investments, and 10% for savings. After forming your emergency fund, also allocate that 10% toward investments. That speeds up your financial growth. Second strategy, protect your assets. Invest part of your money abroad and in assets like gold, real estate, and Bitcoin to protect yourself from inflation and economic instability. Third strategy, think like a business. Have cash flow, goals, and database decisions. Those who think like entrepreneurs build wealth. Fourth strategy, create an opportunity fund. Set aside capital to take advantage of the right moments. Stocks in decline, cheap properties, new businesses. Fifth strategy, plan for retirement. Aim to accumulate the equivalent of 25 years of annual expenses. That way, working becomes a choice, not an obligation. Sixth and final strategy, enjoy life. You've come far, so live real experiences. But always spend less than you earn. And invest at least 30% of your income. Because financial freedom is not about money. It's about having options. Conclusion. Each income level requires a strategy, but the principle remains the same. Spend less than you earn, invest the difference, and plan for the future. It doesn't matter whether you earn $2,500 or $12,000. The essential thing is to start now. See you in the next video. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to keep learning how to make your money work for you.